Shalom. First and foremost, I like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash, that belongs into the elders and apostles from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect, you guys may be saved, and hopefully through the grace of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, you may be sealed. This is your brother, Marco Warrior, from the branch of Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you with another lesson, man. And title of this is Stricken More and More, man. Basically, man, it's only going us being in Babylon, it's only gonna get worse and worse. You know, what is this? This is an adulterous generation. You know, everything. This is like the height of wickedness, man. You know, this is I'm just get the precept, Lord willing, this is edifying. This is 2 Timothy 3:13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. And we can see that through, we can just see that, just looking at the world we live in right now, man. It's getting worse and worse. It says evildoers shall wax worse and worse. We see the wickedness of men, bro. We see evil men, man, through articles, through the news, man, through social media. We see how evil these people is, man. Backdooring each other, killing each other, all types of manners of wickedness. And these be to people that they so-called friends with, family members, all types of things, man. And these people out here hurting each other, man. And it says it's only going to get worse and worse. This is like the height. This is the height of wickedness, man. What is it? Height. I think that's, I'm pretty sure that's a wicked. No, reach that. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to do that one. Reach the heavens. What is it? I can't think of the precept right now, but yeah, it talks about basically like they wickedness has reached the heavens, man. And that's goes back to that goes into this generation being worse and worse, man. It says evil men being worse and worse, and that's like I said, that's what we see, man. Because if it's only gonna get worse and worse, that mean the evilness we've seen. Now we getting shown the evilness that we see now on the news and articles and all sorts of things. That means this is the most evilest generation of all time, man. It's the most evil generation of all time, man. And mostly it's our people, man. Our people are the ones that's doing this. Our people, damn near they it says, oh yeah, they surpass the deeds of the wicked. Surpass the deeds of the wicked. Man, I can't seem to find it. Deeds of the wicked. Deeds of wicked. There you go. Hold on. Make sure. All right, this is Jeremiah 5:28. They are waxing fat, they shine, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper. And the right of the needy do they not judge, man. It says they waxing fat, man. And it's getting, how is it? The love of many shall wax cold in the New Testament. And that's the thing, man. These people ain't showing no love to each other, man. And it says to overpass the deeds of the wicked. Who are the wicked? Esau, Edom. So they overpass the deeds of Esau, Edom. They've done more wickedness than Esau, Edom, man. Hey, and we know how wicked Esau, Edom does. We know how Esau get down, man. If we know how Esau get down, we know that they are the border of wickedness. We know that they are the most vile things on the earth. But we as a people, as a nation, have done worse than them. Man, that says a lot, man. That says a lot, man. That says a lot. That says, man, Jake, that means Jake is the most evilest thing on the planet because Jake do everything over the top. If let's say if a Edomite or a heathen the killer, Jake gonna be the worst killer, the greatest killer of all time. He gonna be Hitman, Agent 47, John Wick, everything combined. If a Edomite or other nation a Mo, Jake gonna be the great, the biggest Mo. I ain't gonna say the greatest, but the biggest Mo of all time, man. He gonna make sure everybody know what he is, man. This is John 8:44. Ye are your father, the devil. The lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abide not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it, man. So, man, hey, Jake didn't, Jake is just like they father, the devil, because that's who they chose to be their father instead of choosing their real father. They chose Esau Edom to be, over them. They chose Esau Edom to teach them to how to be wicked. They chose Esau Edom to teach them, to go off. Everything that Jake is doing now, they learned from the so-called white man, from the gangs to the, well, I ain't learned from them, but and this generation has learned from them, man. They learned from the white man, from the gangs to, to murder, to everything, man. Everything that's wicked, man, they learned it from them, man. They doing everything that they see is cool. That's why they be, naming each other after mob bosses and shit. So-called mob bosses like Al Capone and all that. The old Western cowboys or the outlaws. They do all that, and they try to, imitate Esau Edom. Even though, at the end of the day, Jake is the form of all things. We form and create stuff, but in terms of being wicked, man, hey, they learn from the white man. They see what the hell they be doing, and they follow after that, man. And that's, and our people are good at that. Our people are great at, at being wicked, man. That's their favorite thing to do. That's a nigga favorite thing to do, man. And the thing is, that's how we know we need salvation, because if we don't get saved, man, shoot, hey, it ain't gonna be, not only is it ain't gonna be, when the Lord come back, it ain't gonna be nobody to save. Also, man, shoot, Jake gonna just go along with the shit, man. Jake don't care, man. Jake don't care being wicked. Jake don't even care that they in captivity, man. I'm finna bring this out, but it's just, even in this weakened state, this worse state we in, Jake is still doing a folly, man. Even the times we in now, man, as the Matthew 24s is coming, the second address, everything that's coming upon us, right? Jake is still doing wickedness, man. And the thing is, man, at this point, the Lord just got to come back and kill him, because there's nothing else they can do, man. The Lord is already the Lord. It's like having a wicked kid, man. I used to see it growing up. It was this one kid I knew, and he was just always a bad seed. And how many times his mama beat him the same way that the Lord do with us. They just not gonna learn. The only way they gonna have to learn is just through that ultimate punishment, man. And this is Isaiah 1:5. Why should ye stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart is faint. So why, man, the Lord did beat us so much, man. But it's just, the thing is, Jake not gonna learn their lesson, man. They hard headed and they stubborn, man. That Hosea 4:6, our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, or that Jeremiah 4:24, our people are silent children, meaning stupid. Jake is hard headed and stupid, man. They don't want to do. They don't care how many times they get punished. They gonna keep doing their folly, man. They gonna keep doing it until the Lord come back and destroy them. That's the only thing that's the only thing that's gonna change them and get them right, man. Only thing is gonna be but through thermonuclear fire and going through the trials and tribulations that the Lord is going through the harsh judgment the Lord is going to put upon them, through the famines, all types of calamities. That's the only thing that's gonna save. That's the only thing that's gonna save Jake, because Jake is not learning. They doing everything under the sun besides coming back to the Lord, man. But it's I'm gonna go to 1 and 3. This is Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master, but Israel do not consider. My people do not. But Israel do not know. My people do not consider, man. And that's the thing. Jake don't even care. They don't care about the Lord. They don't care about doing none of the ways of the Lord. They only care about themselves, man. They only caring about chasing the bag, backdooring their homies. Or, the women care about, getting that money, having niggas spending shit, or being the biggest adulterous hoe of all time. Actually, the niggas being adulterous and the women being hoes, man. That's the only thing they care about, man. They care about being covetous, man. All they care about is being covetous. And who they learned that from? Who is the biggest thief? That's Esau Edom. Esau Edom is the biggest thief, man. Because that's what they did. That's how they got this country. That's how they got everything in their power and rulership. They took it. They stole it from somebody else. And that's what Jake trying to do, man. And Jake, man, just got to be destroyed, man. 2/3 of our people just have to be destroyed, man. With that, this is edifying. Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, double honors into the elders and apostles from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Salutations to hopefully elect you guys may be saved, and hopefully through the grace of Yahweh, Bahashem, Shai, you may be sealed. With that, I'd like to say stay prayed up. We almost up out of here. Shalom.